And remember, I love you.
Good morning, boys and girls. That was another wonderful episode of Barney. Now go and get your parents or caregivers or grandparents and bring them over to the television while you go get a glass of juice, because we have a special message for them this morning.
That's right.
I'm Jennifer Cupinzi. I'm the Educational Services Manager here at WMHT.
And I'm Sean Sayre. I'm the Auction Manager at WMHT. We'd like to welcome you here this morning and also thank our corporate underwriters, Kaiser Permanente and Jeepers. Thank you very much, both of those companies, for helping make this programming possible on WMHT.
That's right. This morning we have a special goal around Barney. We'd like to raise $2,500 by the time Barney is finished. And we know we can do this because this is such a popular program in the community, and we know that your membership support around this program is important.
But we can't do that unless we start making the phones ring, and they were ringing before, and we'd like to see those start again. 1-800-285-9648 is the number to call. And along with your membership this morning, if you'd like to receive a couple of our thank you gifts, we have something here which I've been playing with for the last 20 minutes or so, which is really cool. This is the, let's see, it's the Barney parachute material pillow, which is very cool. I tried to make his mouth move earlier, but I couldn't. But it's very soft and cushy, and it's yours for at the $120 level of membership this morning. And so you might want to consider that. Neat little Barney pillow. Also, we have the Barney musical scrapbook. It's a VHS tape at the $100 level this morning. The Barney's musical scrapbook. It's 50-plus minutes of sing-along, which is very, very great for kids. Believe me, I kind of sing along to it myself every once in a while. I don't tell people that, though. And then at the $60 charge level, we have this A Day with Barney chunky book. And this is at the $60 level if you were to charge your membership this morning. 1-800-285-9648, and I know that this particular style book, I never realized it before, but it's very important for young children. I know I have a 14-month-old daughter, and that's her favorite kind of book. She basically shreds everything else, so the chunky books have survived. 1-800-285-9648.
Barney is a program that a lot of adults have to warm up to, but children usually don't. They respond to it right away. It's a wonderful program that teaches your children so many different lessons. Today it talked about reading, which is the most important thing you can do for your child to get them ready to go to school for the first day. And so you can see that inside public television programs, the concern is for learning, and the concern is getting your child ready to go to school. They went to the library, they got a card, they made the process familiar. They encourage children to read books and learn and do things from it. If these values are important to you, you want to make a call to become a member of WMHT and support this service. Support the education that's on this program. While it's hard for you to warm up to, you know your children respond to it. And you know that this program, you'd be lost without it. You know that singing I Love You can make any child start to smile. So you recognize this program is important. Call right now, 1-800-285-9648.
And one of the most enjoyable things, I think, about having a young child at home is being able to sit down with them and watch the programs with them. And I know that I've done that as many times as I possibly could, and it's, you know, it's really enjoyable. It's a lot of fun. And I know when I watch my daughter watching Barney, I think I'm watching her and she's watching the program. And I just see her face light up, and she starts to move around and dance a little bit. She hasn't started singing to it yet, but I'm sure that's next. And that's important to me. And 1-800-285-9648 is the number to call if this program is important to you as well and to your children. If you participate by watching TV programs with your children, especially the quality programs that are educational that you see here on WMHT, then you know how important it is to keep the programs on the air and to let us know here that you're watching them and that you'd like to see them continue. 1-800-285-9648. Please call now.
That's right. Call right now. We have a goal of $2,500 this morning, and we'd like to raise that money around Barney. We'd like to make sure that this is the program that your children rely on, and therefore you show your support around it. So call in your pledge. Our operators are standing by. They're ready to take your call. We have a few phones busy, and we have some great ways to say thank you, and the operators can walk you through the process. It's very simple. When you call, one of the wonderful things we will be able to do is read your child's name on the air. This is part of the service that we call the WMHT Kids Club, and it's just one of the many ways that we can welcome children into a community of public television. The other things that we do is we will send your child a birthday card at that time of year where their birthday rolls around, and we have a wonderful member magazine that's Prelude, and this is a great thing that adults can have as a resource when you call, and it has our program listings for the adult programs. Maybe you also enjoy, you know, Mystery or Masterpiece Theater. You can see when those programs are on, and there's a wonderful section inside called the Kids Club Corner, and we have giveaways and announcements about special events in the Kids Club Corner. So this is just some of the benefits that you'll have when you call in your support right now. Go to your phone and call 1-800-285-9648.
And once again, I'd like to show you the Barney pillow that we have. It's yours today for your membership at the $120 level. It's made of the same type of stuff that parachutes are made of, I guess, and it's shaped like Barney, and you can sort of make his mouth move a little bit. I could have used this on the way into work today, just anyway. At the $100 level, we have this video. It's Barney's musical scrapbook, and that is 50-plus minutes of sing-along video. Some of the songs are Mr. Sun and the Green Grass Grew All Around, and of course the I Love You Barney song. You know that one. So that might be a great thing to have at home to pop in when you didn't quite get a chance to see it as it came on WMHT. And of course at the $60 level we have the A Day with Barney chunky book. That's a $60 charge bonus if you use your credit card, Visa, American Express, MasterCard, or Discover to make your pledge this morning for membership. We can send you this chunky book, A Day with Barney, guaranteed to make it through at least a month or two with a 14-month-old. 1-800-285-9648 is the number to call. Please call now.
We're inching towards our goal of $2,500 for pledging around Barney. We know that you'll probably make it step by step. Choose one of those pledge levels or choose another level and call in right now. We really want to make our goal, so now is the time to make your pledge. While you're doing that, let me read the names of the newest WMHT Kids Club members. Behind me on the refrigerator of honor is Brian Murphy, Caitlin Funk, Jocelyn Funk, and Emily Funk. So we'd like to welcome those children and thank their parents for calling in their support of quality programs like Barney and supporting the programs and making sure that they'll be here for many, many years to come. Call in right now. Our operators are standing by. They can walk you through the process. We'd like to make our goal of $2,500, but we can only do it with your support. Call in right now, 1-800-285-9648.
And Jennifer, I think it's important to let people know out there that, that you probably shouldn't wait for others to do this. I know that you're probably watching now and enjoying the programming, but saying, well, I can wait for someone else to make that call, to make the phone ring. I don't have to call in my pledge. Well, that's just not true, because the programming here depends, for the majority, on your support. We can depend a little bit on generous corporations who have helped us out in many ways. We can count on the Corporation for Public Broadcasting for some of our funds, but really who we count on is you. You are the person that makes this programming happen, that makes it continue, and you know that really this is the programming that you want and that you think that is the quality that you would like your children to be able to watch. 1-800-285-9648 is the number. And would you please make that call now? Take a moment, pick up the phone, dial the number, and let us know that you support the programming by becoming a member. 1-800-285-9648.
One of my jobs as Educational Services Manager at WMHT is to go out into the community and teach parents about how to use television more wisely. One of the things that I hear over and over again when we talk about Barney is how wonderful it is to teach children some of the basic lessons. I know that probably every parent uses Barney when they want to encourage their child to clean up. The cleanup song is one of the most wonderful gifts that Barney has given to the community. And your gift right now can be your call of membership support. If you appreciate the fact that with a song you can get your child to clean up their room, what a wonderful reason to call right now. There are other lessons that were taught in Barney today: overcoming fears, cooperation, love of books, so many things that you want to impress upon your children at a very young age. These are the messages that are here at on public television. Every day when you watch, you see that your child respond to these and are learning with them. So call in your membership support right now. We want to make our goal of $2,500. Call 1-800-285-9648 right now.
You know, one of the amazing things I've noticed being a parent only for a short time now and having a very young daughter at home is seeing how many things she picks up right away. And one of the things she has at home is a Barney chunky book, sort of like the one that we're offering at the $60 level this morning. And it's a Barney Says book. And she now can touch her head, and she can touch her nose, and she can reach down and touch her toes, which is something I can't do this morning. But those type of things, I'm just amazed at the kind of progress that she makes so quickly. And I think I can attribute a lot of that to the programs that she watches with me when we're at home together. And that's just very important that can happen.
Yes, it's amazing the ways that children learn, and public television is one of those ways. And we have such a great show of support right now. All our phones are busy around Barney. We want you to keep calling, and let's remind them of some of the gifts that are available when they call in. This is at the $120 level, the Barney pillow. And as Sean said, it was great for the car, sitting like this.
Especially for us night people who are here in the mornings.
Early mornings. If you can wrestle it away from your child, you probably can use it too. But this is a great way for your child to cuddle up and with their favorite character. People just, when kids see Barney, they respond to him. We'd like you to call in your support around Barney.
That's right.
Shows like this.
And at the $100 level, we have the videotape. We might remind you, the musical scrapbook. And that can be yours for a pledge this morning of $100.
That's right. And one of the ways that children learn is through music.
1-800-285-9648.
You're watching WMHT in Schenectady, Albany, and Troy.
Local presentation of the Teletubbies is made possible by membership support and by your friends at MVP Health Plan, now covering dental care for kids and, as always, keeping our community healthy. MVP Health Plan. Everything should be so easy.
Funding for Teletubbies was provided by
Kellogg's Rice Krispies. Celebrating the joy of kids growing through interaction.
and by the annual financial support of PBS viewers like you.
Well, the Teletubbies are saying goodbye, but we're saying hello and good morning, boys and girls. If your parent or caregiver isn't right by your television now, go get them because we have a special message for them.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sean Sayre. I'm the auction manager here at WMHT.
And I'm Jennifer Cupinzi. I'm the Educational Services Manager at WMHT.
And we're very happy to have you along with us this morning, and we'd like you to take a moment now to see if you would support this program and other programs that we bring you on a regular basis here on WMHT by calling 1-800-285-9648.
Teletubbies might have come to you as a surprise when it aired first last April because it's such an unusual show. But we've seen that kids really respond to it. And if you see your kids respond to it and you like this program, this is a great time to call in and become a member right now. In a little while, I'll tell you how you can get your own little Teletubbies doll when you pledge your membership. But right now I'd like to talk to you a little bit more about why Teletubbies is the program that it is. A lot of parents, when I go out into the community, they ask me, why do they show the clips twice? Why is there so much repetition in Teletubbies? Well, one of the reasons is that children learn through repetition. And so when the Teletubbies say again, again, and they hear they see the video clip again, they're learning from that. And you probably know that children love to hear the same book over and over until the parent can't bear it anymore, or like to watch the same video over and over again. Well, children are learning through that process. They love to predict, and Teletubbies helps children learn to predict. So if this is a great skill and a wonderful thing you'd like to have your children be a part of, call in your membership right now at 1-800-285-9648.
And Jennifer, we'd like to introduce our viewers at home right now to the WMHT Kids Club, if you're not already aware of how that all works. And I know that there are some of you out there right now that would like to get your basic membership and to enroll your children in the WMHT Kids Club. And we have a little information we'd like to show you about that right now.
The WMHT Kids Club is really cool. There are lots of benefits of being a member. When you first become a member, they welcome you by reading your name out loud on television for you and your family to hear. And when you have your birthday, you'll get a card from all your friends at WMHT. And every month in Prelude, the WMHT member magazine, there are special giveaways, and they're just for Kid Club members. And WMHT also has great events. My favorite was the Tommy Makem and Friends Kids Concert, but I also liked the meet and greet with my friends from Sesame Street. Just like I said, being a member of the WMHT Kids Club is really cool.
And I'm sure that you would like to call right now, 1-800-285-9648, and enroll your children in the WMHT Kids Club. They'll receive all the benefits that they just talked about. 1-800-285-9648. We would like to mention this morning our very generous corporate underwriter, MVP Health Plan. Thank you very much for our friends over there at MVP for helping make this program possible for you this morning. 1-800-285-9648.
And I promised I'd show you how you could get your very own little Teletubbies doll. And indeed, when you make your pledge at the $80 level today, one of these Teletubbies can come your way. It's our choice of character, but we all know how wonderful each and every one of them are. So at your pledge of $80, a Teletubby doll can come your way. At your pledge of $90, we have this video, nursery rhymes, Teletubbies nursery rhymes. And some of the nursery rhymes on here are Little Miss Muffet, Jack and Jill, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. It's a wonderful way to engage your children in some of the basic fun nursery rhymes that we all know and love. Calling your membership at the $90 level, and this video can be yours today. And at the $125 level, you can see we have these wonderful Teletubbies backpacks. You need to charge your pledge at the $125 level to receive one of these backpacks, but it's very plush, made of fleece. It has a wonderful little pocket in the back, and it has some great straps so your kids can go along and travel along with the Teletubby in the morning or at night when they're around the house. The only hard place is really the face and the zipper, and it's a great friend for your child. If you make your pledge at the $125 level, we can send one of the Teletubby dolls your way. But really, the best thing we can do when you call is say thank you by continuing to support programs and bring you programs like Teletubbies. Call in right now, 1-800-285-9648.
And Jennifer, I know that my daughter Victoria has that Lala, and she looks so cute with that on her back. So it might be something you might want to call in for today at that level and get yourself and your child one of those. Actually, my wife wears it once in a while too. 1-800-285-9648. We have some names to read on the WMHT Kids Club, so let's get right to that. We have Christine and Christopher Urio. We have Erica Reynolds, Daniel and Luke Eaton, Victoria Falzo, hey Victoria, Alyssa and Simon Alvars, Peter and Harrison, Philip and AJ Koch, Justin and Shane Phillips, Kyle and Alex Dovry, Taylor and Jillian Hogan, Raymond Richards, Cam and Callan LeMay, and Lauren and Megan Heller. So welcome, all of you, to the WMHT Kids Club. That was a lot of names, and we'd like to see if we can't get a bunch more names in this break and be back again with another episode of Teletubbies in just a moment. But first, would you call, please, 1-800-285-9648 and register your membership now.
Teletubbies is such a wonderfully engaging program. Your children probably get up, and during this show and almost every show, there's a scene where they dance. And we encourage children to view actively. Sometimes when children watch programs, you can wave your hand in front of their face and they don't respond. That is an active viewing. We want children to get up and dance and sing along with the programs. When your children watch programs like Barney or Teletubbies or Mr. Rogers, that's what they're doing. They're dancing and singing and being engaged. It's not a passive activity anymore when children get up and move. And programs that you find on PBS are designed to help make television a more active process. So if this is an important thing for you to teach your children, call in your support right now. Our operators are standing by. It will only take a second. You can pledge at our basic membership level or any of the membership levels where you might receive a thank you gift. But go to your phone right now and call 1-800-285-9648.
And you know, the funny thing about Teletubbies is when I first had my daughter at home for a little while, we watched this program. We didn't know exactly what it was. It was very new, but we didn't know that. We didn't know that it hadn't been on for a while. We just happened to find it one day, and we said, wow, that's really cool. And she would watch it even at 4 months old. And the item that she found most interesting at 4 months was the little baby in the sun. And every time the baby laughed, she would just light right up, and her face would break into a smile. 1-800-285-9648. And what happened after that was that the entire family started watching Teletubbies. And that was really bizarre, I must say, but it was so enjoyable that everyone in the family started dancing and started singing the songs. And really, that's what some of this programming, especially Teletubbies, is all about. It's active viewing, like Jennifer just talked about. Being able to share the programming with your son, with your daughter, with your grandchildren, and being able to be a part of that part of their life. 1-800-285-9648. Call now.
That's right. Be an active member, be an active viewer, and call in your membership right now, 1-800-285-9648. But let me remind you of some of the thank you gifts we can offer when you call in your membership today. At the $80 level, we have these wonderful Teletubby dolls, and it's our choice of character, but they're wonderful and soft and plush, and we know your child will enjoy playing with them, and they can be yours at the $80 membership level. At the $90 level, we have the Teletubbies Nursery Rhymes video. And as I said, children love repetition, and having a video is one way you can get repetition in their lives. They can listen to it again and again and again, and you'll know that it's a program that you approve of. And this video can be yours at your pledge of $90 this morning. And if you can afford it, at the $125 level, if you put it on a charge card, we can send your way one of the wonderful Teletubbies backpacks. I have Dipsy and Lala here, and you can see the Poe and Tinky Winky up on your screen. They're wonderful, and they can be yours at the pledge of $125 level, the $125 level. But the most important thing is that you become a member, that you show that you support this service. So call right now, 1-800-285-9648.
And just one quick correction over at the WMHT Kids Club. We have Kyle and Alex Dobry. We just wanted to make sure we got that right. So hi out there, Kyle and Alex, and thanks for calling in this morning. And you know, something about Teletubbies, there are a lot of words you can use to describe this program. Imaginative, colorful, musical, it's magical, and best of all, it's educational, like so many of the programs that you see on WMHT. 1-800-285-9648. And that's one thing that you can count on your children gaining and getting out of this program, is that there is a sense of imagination. There's a lot of music to it. It's very colorful. There's always something happening, and it's really intriguing. And it certainly is to my 14-month-old, who I swear this is her favorite thing in the entire world. I mean, television or not, she knows who the Teletubbies are. She hasn't been able to tell you exactly which ones, you know, the rest of the family knows that, but she doesn't yet, but she will, I'm sure. 1-800-285-9648.
You're very likely a young parent just starting out with your children in television, and there's a whole world ahead of you to try to investigate. One of the things that you're doing right is by starting with PBS. You're starting your children on a whole lifetime of beginning to watch intelligently and responsibly. One of the things we offer at WMHT is workshops that provide parents with a little bit more information about the programs. And we offer them free to the community, to caregivers and parents in the community. And it's when you pledge in your support, you can make a note and we can call you and set something up, or you can call during business hours without pledging your membership also. But you can call in and find out a little bit more about that. It's one of the ways to get involved and be a really active parent in this very, you know, you have a whole life with your child and you have to think about how they're going to watch television.
That's right. And you know, there are a lot of ways to be passive with your children, and sometimes, you know, I think everyone needs a break once in a while from being a parent, but there are a lot of times when, if you've been away from your children at work or whatever, you get back home and that's all you want to do is be with them and be a part of what they're doing.
That's right.
I know that that's important to me, and it's certainly important to all of you out there right now. Okay,
and one of the ways we can be active, one of the things that I love about this program is that we play games in the office with it. And you know the time when the Teletubby stomach lights up? Well, we play a guessing game, whose stomach is going to light up. So my guess today is going to be, I think I'm going to go with Poe.
Poe.
What's your guess?
Poe.
Oh, well, we both can guess Poe. Anyone in the studio have a guess? Well, we'll guess, and you guess along at home. You're watching WMHT Schenectady, Albany, Troy, on to Teletubbies.
Local presentation of the Teletubbies is made possible by membership support and by your friends at MVP Health Plan, now covering dental care for kids and, as always, keeping our community healthy. MVP Health Plan. Everything should be so easy.
Funding for Teletubbies was provided by
Kellogg's Rice Krispies. Celebrating the joy of kids growing through interaction.
and by the annual financial support of PBS Viewers Like You.
Good morning, boys and girls! And here we are in the WMHT studio with a special message for parents. So if your parent is not with you or your caregiver, go bring them over to the television because we have a special message for them.
That's right. And 1-800-285-9648 is the number to call now if you'd like to show your support for this program, this quality educational program right here on WMHT. We'd like to thank our underwriter right now, that's MVP Health Plan, so thanks to the wonderful folks over there for helping us support Teletubbies on WMHT. I'd like to talk a little bit about the little thank you gifts we have for you this morning for helping us support this program. At the $120 charge level, we have this Teletubby backpack, and this one happens to be, let's see, Dipsy? Yes, Dipsy. And that is yours for charging at the $120 level, and it's WMHT's choice of character. We'll send that out to you, Dipsy, Lala, Po, or Tinky Winky. And if you're interested in, let's see, this little beanie bag doll, and this one happens to be Tinky Winky, that's at the $80 level. It's WMHT's choice of character. And again, the number to call is 1-800-285-9648, and at the $80 level, we can send you out this little beanbag tubby. And then at the $90 level, if you so choose, we have the Teletubbies video. It's nursery rhymes, and that's for your membership at the $90 level this morning. So 1-800-285-9648, and it's our thanks for you for supporting WMHT's quality educational programming for children in the morning.
And we would like to, we have a special idea this break. We'd really like to welcome 5 new members into the WMHT family. We know that Teletubbies is a show for young children. It might be one of the first times you're watching television with your children. It might be the first show that your child watches. We'd like to start you off right by becoming a member and becoming involved in the station. And so we're encouraging new members to call this break. If you're an old member, that's fine. Also pledge at any of those levels you see on the screen. But we especially encourage new members. By the end of this break, and hopefully we can update you throughout, we'd like to hear from 5 new members. So go to your phone right now. If you're a new member, you can get one of those wonderful thank you gifts that Sean was talking about. Or you can pledge at the basic level and have your kids enroll in the Kids Club. And I'll tell you more about that in a little while. But the important thing to do right now is to go to your phone, talk to one of our operators, and become a member right now. 1-800-285-9648.
And Jennifer, being a new member is really the lifeblood of what makes the programming at WMHT possible. Without new members, the programming just would not happen. We need new people to come in and show their support this morning. So if you would, 5 new members is what we're asking for. Let's light those phones up and show our support. 1-800-285-9648. Just something that I was thinking about earlier was what it's like to be a kid. And I remember a lot of the programs that I watched when I was a child, and we were just talking about it earlier. One that I hadn't thought of in so many years was The Electric Company, and that was on PBS at the time. And, you know, when you're a kid, you don't necessarily know what it's about, but you know what the program is, and you know that you enjoy it. And looking at the little sausages game that the teacher was playing in the last video in Teletubbies brings a lot of that back, you know, the fun that it is to be a kid and to enjoy. And that's what a lot of this programming brings to your children right into your home. 1-800-285-9648.
One of the communities that we have established within our membership community is a community of children, and it's called the WMHT Kids Club, and it's really quite great because it offers children a way of being involved actively as a member of the station. Some of the things we do, we're going to read names. You can see so many names behind me. We'll read the children's names on the air, and we'll do that in just a few minutes. At their birthday time of year, we send them off a card, and in our member magazine, we have a special section with giveaways for Kids Club members. Sometimes they'll also get invitations to special events. There were discounts off of Sesame Street Live that were mailed out at that time, and there are lots of different things that happen in the community. So this is a great opportunity to get your kids involved in being active in what they're doing. We'd like to hear from 5 new members during this break. So if you are, especially if you've never joined public television before, this is a great time to do it. So call in your membership right now, 1-800-285-9648.
And I'd like to talk a little bit about some of the nice gifts that we can give you for calling in that membership this morning, 1-800-285-9648. We have WMHT's choice of character of these lovely backpacks at the $125 level. That would be if you were to charge your membership this morning at the $125 level. It's our choice of character, but they're lovely little backpacks. Your child could wear them. You could wear them. You don't have to tell anybody. But you notice that they sort of look one way. Here's the front and here's the side. And I was trying to figure out why that is. And if you put it on your back, you know, they look like they're looking at people. It's kind of neat. At the, let's see, at the $80 level, we have these beanie bag babies. And again, WMHT's choice of character. It's at the $80 membership, and one of these could be yours for that $80 membership. Let's see, La-La? No, it's Po, Tinky Winky, right? I should know that. And at the $90 level, we have the video, which is Teletubbies Nursery Rhymes, and that's for a $90 pledge this morning, bringing us your membership. And we really would like to hear from 5 new members this morning, people that haven't joined yet, who have been waiting for someone else to do it. Now's the time to call, 1-800-285-9648.
Okay, and our tally captain is going to look and see how many new members we've gotten in this break. We'd like to hear from 5, so if you're a new member, this is a great time to do it. We have 3 new members, so we just need 2 more. If you're a new member, you can bring us closer to that goal and really make our morning great and really add to that base of support which new members provide. Right now, we'd like to welcome the newest members to the Kids Club. On the WMHT Kids Club refrigerator behind me, we'd like to welcome Maya Angela Kenner, Nicholas and Andrew Vorg, Andrew McFadden, Isaac and Rosa Nelson, Crystal and Angelica Carboniel, Kaylin, Krista, and Katrina Simonson, and Joseph and Brandon Charbonneau. I hope I said those names right. I'm sorry, kids, if I made a mistake. Sometimes we do make mistakes, and it's good to know. Public television talks about how when you make mistakes, you can correct them. We'd like to correct Destiny Falu. We'd like to welcome her to the Kids Club. We spelled her name wrong. We made a mistake. We're sorry, and we want to welcome you into the Kids Club, Destiny. So welcome, and to all of the kids and parents who've called in their support today, good morning, and thank you so much for joining. We'd love to hear from 2 more new members this morning. Go to your phones right now.
And Jennifer, members are our primary source of support. You don't see commercials on WMHT, on PBS programming, and that's intentional. There's a reason for that. And that is because the commercials just get in the way of the message, get in the way of the information, the education that these programs provide. And in order to allow us not to show commercials, we need support from you. 1-800-285-9648. And that really has to come at times like this, when you're watching a program like Teletubbies and you're enjoying watching it with your children. It's important to let us know that that's important to you, and that lets us make the decisions about how the programming is put on and which programming is shown. So when you call in with your pledge this morning and let us know that you're a new member, you let us know that this programming is important to you, and we should continue to show it. 1-800-285-9648.
That's right. We'd love to hear from you, so go to your phones right now and make that call and become a member. Join the community of supporters that are out there. And one of the wonderful supporters we have for public television is Ann Martin. She's the author of the Babysitter Club books, and those are wonderful books that kids are crazy about these days. She writes those books, and she also writes some books for younger children. And we love to get children involved in reading, and we love to have them be a part of our community. So let's listen to this little message that Ann Martin has for you parents about public television.
Hello, I'm Ann Martin. As the author of the Babysitters Club book series, I'm firmly committed to the education of our children. And where else on television can we find children's programs as carefully researched and crafted as on public television? That's why I support WMHT. I believe in the community-minded spirit behind public broadcasting, which creates a partnership among schools, parents, and WMHT, all working together to educate our children. So won't you please join with me during this membership campaign to support and continue WMHT's legacy of quality educational programs.
That's a wonderful message from Ann Martin, and I really like to echo how wonderful it is to have people like Ann in the community who supports education and who visibly wants public television to succeed. Now, we'd like you to join us. We'd like you to become a new member right now, or you can renew your membership, but we especially during this break want to hear from new members. So go to your phones right now, become a member, have your kids enroll in the Kids Club, maybe get one of the great thank you gifts, but the most important thing is to call right now, 1-800-285-9648.
And the educational part of this programming is probably the key to it. It's so important to have a certain amount of educational programming, and WMHT believes in that. And if you just, surf on the dial and find out whether your children can get this kind of quality educational programming elsewhere, you might find a couple of hours, 2 or 3 hours per week on other channels. And here at WMHT, we're dedicated so much that we put on more than 70 hours worth of educational programming every week. How important is that to you? Is that a very important aspect of your life? Is it something that you use on a daily basis? If it is, call now, 1-800-285-9648, and let us know how important that is to you, and become a member and share in helping create this here on WMHT.
Absolutely. And new members are the lifeblood of the way we can do that. So if you haven't joined as a member, I know that we're very close to our goal. So if you want to come in and call in your membership right now, it would be so appreciated around Teletubbies. We didn't announce that during the game. We won, and we didn't even rig the game, and yet we won. So
see, I could have picked anyone. I could have picked Dipsy or
that's right, but you
Tinky
felt a
Winky.
pull to Poe.
I did. The Poe was just in my heart.
That's right. So you can see we get involved with public television when we watch, and you can get involved too when you call in right now. I got an update from Valerie, and we have 5 new members, so you've come through for us again.
Right.
We love that, and we really appreciate your support around programs like Teletubbies. And the next program is Mr. Rogers, which is one of my favorites.
Yep, I remember it when I was 3 or 4 years old. I still have memories of watching Mr. Rogers, and I was so happy when we had our daughter to see that Mr. Rogers was still there and still doing the great things he is.
That's right. He thinks that children are special, and we think that you are too. Thank you so much for your membership support. We're still in the studio, so you can call in your support as we go on to Mr. Rogers at WMHT Schenectady, Albany, Troy.